this is Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures. Oh my goodness, I think it's Friday, April 24th, 2020. If you're watching this in the future, I've now been in my house for 5.5 weeks. Oh my goodness. If I thought I wanted to be a hermit before this, I have proven myself wrong. Whew. I feel like all I do is eat, sleep, and watch TV and diamond paint. It's crazy. It's crazy. You think that would be a dream? It's not. It's not. So, what is going on in the world of Jennifer? I thought I would make this a JennTube, and I thought I would talk about my wonderful dog, because she now has become our family's best friend. Well, she was before, but we're with her 24/7, and her name is Zoey. She is 4 years old now this month, and she is a boxer mixed with Great Dane, mixed with Shar-Pei. I will put a picture of her in here. She is cute, she is cuddly, and she is spastic. Yes. Our first dog, who we had for 12 years, was a black lab mixed with Great Dane. Her name was Kaylee. I will insert picture here. Kaylee was a chewer growing up. Her first 2 years of life are still on our furniture, and she enjoyed, her favorite pastime was chewing. However, she did not like bones at all. She was the only dog I knew who really didn't play with toys or bones or anything. She did have, once she got older, like after 4 or 5 years old, she liked the furry toys, the fabric ones, and she would suck on them like a pacifier. It was the craziest thing. She had this bunny that she would suck on, and yeah, it was crazy. So back to Zoey. Zoey goes by many names. There's Zoey Zoom dog. There's Zoinator. There's the Zoster. There's Dog. There's Zozo. There's oh, I'm blanking out on all her names. Nurse Wiggleworth. Because whenever we're sick, we think she's going to take care of us, but instead she wiggles her butt so much she can't hold it still. And so, yeah, Wiggle Butt, that's another nickname. So yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, my daughter just reminded me, another name is Burnt Biscuit. Yep, because of her color. It's just like she's got a little bit of darkness down her back, and so my daughter calls it, when she was younger, she used to say that Zoey was like a burnt biscuit. Well, why am I talking about Zoey right now? Because one of the traits that we learned with our first dog, who we called emotional special needs, she was taken away from her mother too young. We were told when we got her that she was 8 weeks old, but when we took her for her 12-week checkup, the doctor's like, there's no way, she's got to be like 10 weeks old because of the type of teeth that are growing in. And so that means that Kaylee, our first dog, the black one, was taken away too soon. And so she was a dog that she thought she was a person. She would go to a door and not open it. She would put her nose on the doorknob, and because she knew that's how doors opened, she wouldn't push it with her nose. She would touch the doorknob and push the door with her nose touching the doorknob. It's crazy funny. She also, Childgate scared her. She was a 90-pound dog, people, and we only had to lay a Childgate across the door frame. We did not have to connect it, hook it, or anything. You blew on that child gate, it would fall. She would not go through that child gate. She wouldn't jump over it. She wouldn't do anything. Crazy funny. So she was a dog that thought she was a person. Our current dog, Zoey, is a dog that thinks we're dogs. Do you know the difference, right? So she does zoomies around the house when she gets excited. We think we got her, she was about 12 weeks old. So she had been with her mom in the pack of puppies for 3 months. And we think that she was the runt of the litter. We were told when we received her that she was the more passive dog, quiet, shy, cuddly. We think she was the submissive one because she's submissive peace. If you don't know what that is, that means you come up to her even when even when you're happy, and she will pee as an act of submission, because I guess that's what not the alpha dog, what's the word? The beta dog? I don't know, the second dog. So that's what she did for the first 2 years of her life. There was one day, a couple months into having her, that I told my husband, I can't even look at her. I have cleaned up 11, I counted it, 11. And it wasn't accidents. It was because she was pretty much dog trained pretty quickly, or house trained. It was literally submissive peeing. You would go to pick up a sock off the floor and she would be within 5 feet of you, and she would think you were coming over to her, and she would squat and pee and wag her tail in it. And I'm like, what in the world? And we talked to the vet, and they're like, yeah, it's normal for a dog that is submissive in nature. So we dealt with that for 2 to 3 years, and she's pretty much grown out of it, except now she has decided that she wants to start sleeping on the furniture. Now, she is allowed in our family room on the furniture, but I'm technically allergic to dogs. I have really bad allergies. I take allergy medication, but as long as she's not on the bed, as long as she's not on the furniture, then I don't get headaches. However, she has decided that we are part of her family, and we are dogs too, and she deserves to sleep with us as well. And so she will jump on the bed while we're sleeping. With this insomnia, it's been crazy. So we'll back the train up. So she has decided during this time, while my daughter, is doing her schoolwork, my husband is working, and I am working, and no one is paying attention, that she is going to jump up on the furniture in our living room. And because I'm allergic, I'm like, I do not want my house smelling like dog. I do not want to have to keep vacuuming the furniture down, so she's not allowed. So this week, I walk out of the office, which is the nursery that we have set up, and the dog jumps off the couch. I look at her. I do not say anything. I look at her. She walks 3 feet towards me, squats, pees, wags her tail, and comes over with her ears back. I didn't say a word. We do not beat this dog. This dog gets all the love in the world. And I'm like, seriously? Seriously. So now I have to clean up the pee. And I'm just like, you do not understand. This is not getting you on our good side. We are not dogs. We are people. Stop pretending we are dogs, and that's what we want to see. I've been having insomnia really bad at night, and then I sleep long naps during the day after work, which then adds to the insomnia. It's not a good habit right now to get into. So I will be laying in bed. It'll be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me. And it'll be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. She We'll get off of her doggy bed, which is at the bottom of our bed on the floor. I count because I'm guessing she's stretching, so about to 5 or 6. Then you hear her shake after she stretches, so you hear her jingle of her collar. And then you hear this tiptoe of her little feet over to my husband's side of the bed, and that's when she usually jumps up. She sits and waits to make sure we're asleep. She jumps up, she gets in between us, snuggles in like we're part of her pack, and then we wake up with bad backs and stuffy noses. Then we have to wash the comforter and change the sheets, and it's just like, ugh, seriously. So now that I'm quote unquote, air quotes, right? Little bunnies, woo! Having insomnia, I now have gotten this routine down that she has. And when she gets up, I go, no, Zoey, bed. And she's like, oh, she doesn't whine, but I hear her huff, and then I hear the pads of her feet go back to her bed. I hear the little jingle as she's curling up, and then I hear the bed give way, her bed. So I'm like, haha, I gotcha. But she's still not learning. On nights that I don't have insomnia, she still does that. But I think it's really funny that she waits until we're asleep. It's, yeah, crazy. So it's just been interesting. Kaylee, our first dog, did not really do the rawhide thing. Like, she would wag her tail, get excited for a new bone, and then she would chew on it just a tiny bit, and then she'd be done with it. This dog crazy loves rawhides. You even say the name, she perks her ears up. So funny. She also knows the word treat. We were really bad one night. I'm going to get the video and put it in here as I'm talking from my husband. And I was like, hey, look at this, delayed reaction. And she was, I can't believe I did this to the poor dog. She was sleeping all cuddled on her bed in a circle. And I said the word T-R-E-A-T. I'm not going to say it because she's right over here. And Tim's like, what? And like literally when he said the word what, her head pops up. It was a delayed reaction. Like, because she was napping, it took 3 seconds to get into her brain. And then she pops up like, who said that? Am I missing something? So funny. We were laughing hysterically. Poor dog. Yeah. Crazy. We give her the treats after we torture her a little bit like that. She gets plenty of treats, plenty of being taken care of. Another funny thing that she's done since she arrived at our house is when a dog walks by, she will start barking at them, but she will run and grab a toy and literally take the toy to the window and start whining. Like, look, I have a toy. Come play with me. Come play with me. So she's not defending the house. She's like trying to welcome them into the home because she thinks every dog and every person is a dog and should be playing with her. It is a riot. So yeah, we also, it's just crazy. So why am I talking about this on this JennTube? Well, the life of a dog is usually not seen, but because we're quarantined inside, we have taken up the world, her world, and we are living the life of a dog as well. And sometimes I want to run to the window with a toy or some chocolate or a baked good and say, please come play with me. I'm so alone. So I just thought it would be fun to share some of the quirkiness of my dog and share some pictures with you and bring you a little bit into the background. So when you do hear barking or you hear Zoey start doing her zooms, you now understand a little bit of the craziness of our home and our family. So guys, I love you all. I'm going to continue to work on this Dreamer Designs contemplation. It is a 60 by 80 and I'm having so much fun with it. It's bright, it's colorful, Thank you, Anne Marie Bone, for your artwork and for giving me something amazing to work on. And I love you all. I can't wait to see you in the next JennTube. Until next time, be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.